I'm Steve Potter. Welcome back to Cityscape. John Pizzarelli is our guest. You brought your guitar. I think you have them made, don't you?
Well, mine are made in Springfield, Missouri by Bill Mall.
No kidding.
As a matter, for the last, it's got to be 12 years now, I think.
Now, yours is a little unusual for a jazz artist.
Well, my father has been playing a 7-string guitar since I've known him, because they were mass-produced right about 6 years after I was born. Gretsch made them for a while. And the idea was George Van Epps invented the guitar in the 40s. He was the only one with one. It had a low A, because he wanted the guitar to have more of a range like a piano. So instead of those chords, you'd have... So you could create a chord and a bass line when accompanying somebody else. This guitar, not this very guitar, but the idea of this guitar, my father has played it forever, and put 4 kids through Catholic school. This is a great thing, because he could play in all these little duos and things.
Why don't you show us what you can do?
So I'll play a little, this is a sort of a piece of George Van Epps's, it's actually a Cole Porter song, but it's Let's Do It. So it goes like... I can actually play it better, but that's just all I got.
Sounded good to me.
Thank you very much.
Your dad's 87. Bucky Pizzarelli is 87. I think he's still working. Do you play with him professionally or privately?
Yeah, both. As a matter of fact, we've done, this year we did 2 weeks at the Cafe Carlisle with him. We worked on the Paul McCartney record together. Actually, they called me first, and then a couple days later, because they had another day, they said, "Does your father still play the guitar?" So I said, "Yeah, bring him down." So they flew him out to L.A. also, and then it was funny. We had Thanksgiving this year, and at the end, we had 15 people at one table, and at the end of the meal, my sister was singing, and everybody started singing their favorite song, and my father took the guitar and started to play, and... The next day, my wife called him to say thank you for a nice Thanksgiving. He said, "It was a good show, wasn't it?" It's like, no, we were eating.
I meant to ask you about that earlier, working with Paul McCartney, and I know that was a highlight for you, I know.
It was amazing. He was making a record of standard songs, and...
it's his new one.
Yeah, it's called Kisses on the Bottom. Right. And Diana Krall was the musical director, and they thought I'd be the right guy to play guitar for it. So I did about 8 tracks on it, and then This past year, when the record was released, they did an iTunes video for over 40 million people and live on the air, and McCartney was just fantastic, and he picked a lot of great old standards that some I didn't even know.
Well, John Pizzarelli, thanks for hanging around. Would you go out with one more tune for us?
Sure. If you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take the highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on Route 66. It winds from Chicago to L.A., more than 2,000 miles all the way. Get your kicks on Route 66. Oh, won't you get hip to this timely tip when you make that California trip? Get your kicks on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. 66. Hey, you!